Grand Seiko time. So today we have the SBG281 from Exquisite Timepieces, Naples, Florida. Link in the description down below. Definitely tell them I sent you, whether you hit them up online. They have an instant chat thing you can do, email, or just call them, or even better yet, get your butt down to Naples, Florida and visit their showroom. It is spectacular. Any of those options, definitely hit up the crew there. Tell them I sent you. Tell Nick, Tyler, Graham, and Joe that Random Rob sent you. And good luck shopping, you know. It's going to be the toughest part, honestly, is trying to pick out what watch you might want. Unless you already have a particular watch on lockdown, you already know what you want. They're authorized dealer for 60 brands, over 60 brands, I think, at this point. So chances are they either have it or can get it pretty quick. Plus, they have a pre-owned section. So, yeah, if you leave there without a watch, I'll be shocked. I will be shocked. So let's get into this guy here. Price point, not too bad, all things considered, for a high beat Grand Seiko, $6,300. Not saying it's cheap. I'm not saying, you know, $6,300 is not a lot of money. It is a lot of money, but we're buying a luxury watch here, guys. So it's okay. That's a pretty decent price point for a luxury watch. So we're going to zoom in as we talk about the size on this, and hopefully we'll be able to represent this blue, beautiful blue dial a little bit better. And the finishing on this thing is incredible. So it is a 40 millimeter case, so 46.2 millimeter lug to lug. All these measurements will be in the description as well. About 13.5 millimeter thick, but that includes a chamfered and double dome sapphire crystal, just a slight double dome. Sitting proud of the stainless steel on this case. A 19 millimeter lug width is what I measure. Beautiful bracelet, tapers onto 18 millimeter. And you have a 6.9 millimeter, nice oversized signed crown, if we can get it to focus, that screws down and keeps 100-meter water resist. You can see how sharp that Zaratsu finishing is. You can just, I mean, it's like a mirror. I mean, it's the best polishing in the industry. You know, I think that's not really arguable for the most part. So, display case back on this, showing off the 9S85 movement. This is a limited edition. It's a part of their anniversary. What is it? The 60th anniversary. You can see there that that blue printing on there on the underside of that display case back kind of obstructs the view of the movement a little bit. I could have done without it, but it does match the dial pretty good, so that looks good. It is numbered. There's only 1,500 of these. I'm not going to tell you what number this is. You can try to figure it out on video if you want. But here's a closer look at the front. We can keep that wiped off a little bit so you can clearly see it. So you can see excellent applied indices, whatever you want to call them. Framed in date window at the 3 o'clock position, showing off that beautiful silver-ish. I think it's like kind of a silvery. It looks white, but it's, if you look up really close, it's kind of silver with black printing on that date wheel. Nice pop of red, both on the automatic high beat, 36,000 on the dial, and the red seconds hand. So this thing does beat at 36,000 vibrations per hour. Yeah, that's high beat. I mean, look at the sweep of that seconds hand. It's darn near right up there with Grand Seiko spring drive almost. You know what I mean? It's pretty incredible. No lume on this thing, but it catches the reflections in low light and all lights, and you'll still be able to tell the time. I mean, you have excellent finishing on the hour and minute hand as well. Let's pop it on wrist so you can see what that looks like on my 7¼ inch wrist. It has a, I'm not going to be able to clamp it down, but it has half links, and then it has screw pins or screws, and then there's pins behind them. I'm not really sure. I'm not going to size it. This is a brand new watch. Like I said, I'm not going to size it, but you can see it wears perfect. Classic Seiko, Grand Seiko type form that just ends up feeling perfect on wrist. Extremely comfortable and familiar. if you've kind of come up in the Seiko world. If not, and maybe you've only experienced Grand Seiko, not Seiko, which, I don't know, chime in the comments. Any of the Grand Seiko owners, I mean, was the progression through Seiko and other brands, obviously? It's not like you just jumped to Grand Seiko, I'm assuming. I would love to hear some interaction in the comments of this video regarding Grand Seiko. I'm becoming more and more curious about, obviously I understand the brand, but you know, I'm looking at it with a different perspective, you know, potential owner perspective. So I'm curious to see like how other people arrived at Grand Seiko. And also, I'd love to hear some more Exquisite Timepieces stories down below as well. I'm assuming they'll all be positive. I haven't really heard any negatives. So anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Big thanks to Exquisite Timepieces again for sharing this so I can share it with you guys. I'll see you on the next video.